Today we're talking about characteristics of life, and one of the characteristics of life is homeostasis. Homeostasis is the ability of organisms to maintain very stable internal conditions, even when things are very unstable on the outside. So an example of that is this seal keeping its body temperature constant, even though outside it might be very, very cold out. So if you picture one line here as body temperature, in a person that body temperature is supposed to be 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. And so if your body gets too hot, you're going to sweat, and that'll take your body temperature back down. And if you get too cold, your body will shiver and bring your body temperature back up. So homeostasis is your body trying to keep something like temperature right at this stable condition. Anytime you go away from the set point, your body's going to take you back. So changes away from the set point are going to bring you back. That's called negative feedback. It's the way that you almost always maintain homeostasis. There are a couple of different examples, which we'll talk about in a minute, but mostly you're trying to keep things in a stable condition by bringing things back to this equilibrium point. So examples are temperature, which we just talked about. Water content is another example. So on a really hot day, if you haven't had enough to drink and you've been sweating a lot, your body's going to try to conserve water, and you won't pee as much water, and so your water will look dark yellow, where your pee will look dark yellow, whereas if you've had plenty to drink, it will be lighter in color. Glucose concentration is another example, so let's take a look at that. What I'm drawing is your blood glucose level. So let's label it. Another way to say this is that this is your blood sugar level. So glucose is a simple sugar, and it's the way that we transport carbohydrates in our body. So let's say right here you eat a candy bar, and so this is a picture of a candy bar, yum. Your blood sugar goes up pretty quickly. And in order to bring your blood sugar back down where it's supposed to be, you release a hormone called insulin. And when you release insulin, your body takes all the glucose that's in your blood, and it takes some of that glucose and it puts the glucose together. So if you picture these as individual glucose molecules, your body, what just happened? There it is. Okay, your body will take that glucose and stick it together when there's insulin around. And sticking them together like that, it's not called glucose anymore. Now these are called glycogen when you have a really, really long line of them. Another thing that your body will do with insulin, insulin receptors are on muscle cells, for example, and that will take glucose right out of your blood into your muscles, and your muscles will use the glucose. And so by doing these two things, by taking glucose and sticking them together, and by using the glucose, your body takes your blood glucose levels, back down to where they should be. Let's say it's been a few hours and your blood glucose level drops. Well, we can't have that either. So there's another hormone that your body releases. It's called glucagon. And it does just the opposite of insulin. It will take glycogen and break it down to make glucose. So this is glycogen. And this is glucose. And I'm just drawing a line between here to show you that it's glucagon that's released. And when the glucagon is released, you do this. You break up glycogen to make glucose, and your glucose levels go back up. So anytime your body goes away from the set point, here's you going away from the set point, your body will take it back down to the set point. Here you are again, blood glucose levels dropping, your body releases another hormone to bring them back up. So that is homeostasis.